Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is October 20th, 2025. So I'm using StreamYard. So if you guys want to join the live stream, I'm going to leave a link in the chat. All you have to do is click the link and you can join the stream and we can have a conversation about anything that you want. I'm thinking about speaking about, different, whatever topic you guys want. This is more about you guys today. I do want to, touch base with the stuff that's been going on in the NFL and in the MLB, the World Series, and some of the sacrifices that has happened that we haven't been able to cover. But if you guys want to talk about other topics, you're welcome to. All you have to do is just hit the link and you can join the stream. If you think that what we're talking about here is bullshit, if you disagree with anything that we're saying, you can also join the stream. And if you can have a respectful conversation, we can debate it. We can discuss whatever you want. Just give me a second because StreamYard they updated their stuff, so I don't know exactly how this stuff works now. They changed everything around. So okay, here it is. Okay. So you should be seeing a link now in the chat. Okay, so now the link is in the chat. All you have to do is click the link. I'm actually gonna pin it, so that way it can be easier for you guys to find. Okay. Hopefully you guys placed your bet for the World Series, you guys. I'm really confident in the pick. If you saw the last live stream that we did, we gave out the winner. Not the winner, but actually, yeah, the winner of tonight's game between the Blue Jays and the Mariners. And what it has to do with Vladimir Guerrero. Let's just review it so you guys can see exactly what we spoke about earlier. Earlier today, it was this morning that we did the live stream. So today is Game 7. Mariners on the road against the Blue Jays. We spoke about how Blue Jays equals to 121 in gematria, which is the practice of coding numbers into words. If you guys are new here, this is the language that is being used to script your baseball games, your football games, your reality. This is the code that the Illuminati works by. Letters and numbers. And there's only one team in baseball that has that 121 gematria, and it happens to be the Blue Jays. And, of course, they are one win away from going to the 121st World Series. And if you notice here, Blue Jays using the reverse alphabetical order, which means you take the alphabetical order, A through Z, you reverse it, making Z1 and A26. You add up the values in Blue Jays, it equals 121. And that's how simple this stuff is. Sometimes that's all you have to do is just decode the name of the franchise, and it will tell you who's going to be in the championship game. It's really that simple sometimes. When the Celtics went to the NBA Finals, they went to the 78th. It was the finals to close out the 78th NBA season, and that's the only team in gematria that has a value of 78. The only NBA team with the 78 connection, with the full name equals 78. And the NBA Finals that year started on their 78th birthday, the Boston Celtics. Yeah. They won their 17th, what was it, their 17th or 18th championship. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, the Blue Jays, right? They equal 121. But what we spoke about yesterday was that this is all about Vladimir Guerrero because today is 147 days before his birthday. And they also, the Blue Jays also have number 57 on the mound, Shane Bieber, who wears the number 57. And the gematria World Series has both of those values. Those are big numbers with the World Series. They show up every single year. These values right here. And you guys notice the 150 and 69. Those are also important numbers. And think about who died yesterday. It was Jesus Montero, who in his professional career played for the Yankees and the Mariners. But I learned that he also played for the Blue Jays minor league affiliate, the Buffalo Bisons, in 2016. So think about that. He has a Blue Jays connection, and he died yesterday right before Game 6 of the ALCS. And notice his name is the same as World Series, it equals 150 and 69. The other two values of World Series. So think about how they're using all four of the values today in this big ritual before the game, right? Again, 147. Today's 147 days before Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s upcoming birthday, before his 27th birthday, number 27. And 27 is a big number with baseball. Think about the Yankees who have 27 championships. MLB equals 27. 27 outs, right? Each team has to get 27 outs in a complete game. 9 times 3 is 27, for those of you bad with math. Right? So World Series equals 147. Today's 147 days before his birthday. World Series is 57. Shane Bieber is on the mound for the Blue Jays, number 57. And then the 150 and 69, well, they just sacrificed Jesus Montero, who used to play for the Buffalo Bisons, which is a Toronto Blue Jays affiliate, and his name is 150 and 69. So this is how they use all four of the numbers, you guys. For those of you that say that 4 ciphers is too much, no. This is a language. This is how this stuff is used. It's that simple. And this is the other sick part about it. People have to die. Jose Montero was only, what was he? He was a young guy. I forgot his age. 35 years old. Yeah, of course he was 35. He died in a car crash. He died in a car crash, you guys, at the age of 35. Car crash equals 35. You see these values right here? 71, 35, 145, 55. They're the same as Catholic. So these are Catholic Jesuit rituals. That was in a car crash at the age of 35. How about that? And then he dies again. He dies before Game 6, and he has connections to both of the teams in the championship game. Play for the Mariners as a professional MLB player, and then play for the Buffalo Bisons, which is a team connected to the Blue Jays, the minor league team. Sick stuff. This is what they did last year before the World Series. Fernando Valenzuela. This is why it was so easy to nail the outcome of last year's World Series. Fernando Valenzuela, he died on November 1st. No, his birthday was November 1st. That was the day that the Dodgers celebrated the parade on his 64th birthday. The Mexican pitcher passes away on October 22nd, right before the World Series. And then the next day, Rudy May passed away. And Fernando Valenzuela went against Rudy May in the last time the World Series featured the Dodgers and the Yankees. But the guy dies right before the World Series. And then the World Series lasts exactly 5 games. Ends in the Bronx, where Vin Scully is from. Vin Scully, a legendary Dodgers broadcaster. Of course, Vin Scully and Fernando Valenzuela, they had a special moment on the mound when Fernando threw the first pitch of the game for a playoff game years before he passed. But the World Series ends in the Bronx, where Vin Scully is from. Vin Scully grew up a Yankees fan. The Dodgers beat his hometown team 117 weeks after his demise, when Dodgers in Major League Baseball equals 117. Keep in mind that Vin Scully died 117 days into the season, the year that he died, right before Bill Russell. And then, of course, they paid tribute to both Bill Russell in the NBA Finals and Vin Scully in the World Series that same year. The Celtics went to the finals 666 days after the death of Bill Russell. I remember that one. Same day that Bill Walton passed away, when the NBA Finals is 666. But Fernando dies, right? Rudy May dies the next day. Then they have the Dodgers and Yankees in the World Series. Then the Dodgers beat the Yankees, and then they celebrate the parade on his birthday, on the Day of the Dead, which is a Mexican holiday. and this is the Mexican picture. And I remember because I tuned into the parade and I seen the fans just oblivious to what's going on. You know, here they are saying "Happy Birthday, Fernando," not realizing that is a strange coincidence for the Dodgers to be celebrating the parade on the guy's birthday, the guy who just died right before the World Series. Like, nobody found that strange. Nobody. None of the fans at the parade. Because they was interviewing a lot of the fans. And I'm like, yo, these people are fucking brain dead. They don't see how strange that is. Like, that doesn't even cross their mind that is just a wicked coincidence that the Dodgers are celebrating their championship on this guy's birthday. They don't see like the irony in that. It's just crazy, man. But again, the point I'm trying to make is that this is what they do every single year. They sacrifice former players. This year, it was Jesus Montero's turn, the guy with the Blue Jays and Mariners connection. Dies in a fake car crash at the age of 35. And if he did die in a car crash, that car was probably, altered so he can have they probably cut the brakes or something. Something. Because this is no accident. This is murder. This was not an accident. This was the murder. I mean, we talk about 35 and car crashes all the time. It happens all the time. But yeah, this year was his turn. And the other sick part about it is sometimes it's not sacrifices. Sometimes it's terrorism. Sometimes they terrorize the cities involved. Sometimes they flood the cities with controlled hurricanes. Think about Hurricane Harvey happened, and then the Houston Astros win the World Series. And it's the same. Hurricane Katrina, and then the Saints are in the Super Bowl. We could go on and on. This happens all the time. Now, what I'm thinking about, because remember last year, it was a tribute to Kobe Bryant, right? The Blue Jays, not the Blue Jays, the Dodgers, they won their 8th championship in the year 24. And then Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife, she put out a t-shirt. It says job finish 8 and 24. Of course, those are the two numbers that Kobe Bryant used to wear as a player. 8 and 24. That means the Dodgers won their 8th championship in the year 24 and a big tribute to Kobe Bryant. Now I'm thinking, okay, we all know about Kobe Bryant's 81-point game, which came in his 666th career game. If you guys didn't know that, Kobe scored 81 against the Toronto Raptors, 666 games into his career. He did it against the Raptors, and he played his career with the Los Angeles team. And now we have Los Angeles about to play the Toronto baseball team. And we just had last year our tribute to Kobe. So this year they can also pay tribute to Kobe as well. And I think that's what they're doing again. And another good point somebody made in my comment section is that the World Series starts on Drake's birthday. This is definitely interesting. Drake, the rapper from Toronto, remember he was synced up with the Raptors winning the championship. He turns 39 years old in 4 days, the day that the World Series is about to start. 39 years old. Of course, the name Drake equals 39. But what's interesting about his birthday being on the day that the World Series starts is that he had this supposed beef with Kendrick Lamar, who's from Los Angeles. And now they're about to have LA versus Toronto in the World Series. I think he sued. He was in the news recently for suing the record company, I think it was. Let me just see exactly what it was. Yeah, so 3 days ago, he was in the headlines. Drake's Not Like Us lawsuit was doomed from the start. Drake's and Kendrick Lamar's 2024 battle set the stage for one of the hip hop's most memorable years ever. Yeah, but this is not what I'm looking for. He was in the. I think this was it right here. Drake's lawsuit over Kendrick Lamar diss track is dismissed. Oh yeah, so this was on October 10th. his lawsuit was dismissed by the courts. He tried to sue the company for the diss track, and it failed. So he was just in the headlines on October 10th, right around the postseason. And now his hometown team is about to play the LA team, where Kendrick Lamar is from. And the World Series starts on his 39th birthday. In a 38-page order, Judge Vargas called the row between the rappers the most infamous rap battle in the genre's history. Really, rappers 38s, the 38-year-old Drake, the 38-year-old Kendrick Lamar. So yeah, I do find that interesting that the World Series is starting on the guy's birthday. So we might see a tribute to these two. And we also might see a tribute to Kobe. Of course, he scored 81. Like I said, he scored 81 against the Raptors. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna take it one game at a time. I'm not gonna make any further predictions. I am giving you guys, a free pick for today's game. And I also think that Vladimir should at least get on base with a base hit. It's a little difficult to bet on Vladimir because he's been so hot that the pitchers are walking him a lot of the times he goes on base. Especially if there's a player on base, teams are choosing to walk him instead of pitching to him. So it can be difficult to get him to hit a base hit if he's getting walked every time. So that's the only one. That's the one scare about that pick. So that's why I made it real clear that is a gamble. If you're gonna take the parlay that we gave out today, you are gambling on Vladimir to get a hit because they are walking him most of the times now because he's been on fire the whole entire postseason. But what I do think is a lock. Yeah, I am using that word lock for tonight. Is the Blue Jays advancing to the World Series while number 57 is on the mound 147 days before Vladimir Guerrero's birthday, right after the death of Jesus Montero, the guy who named equals 150 and 69. Those are very, very important numbers to the World Series. And I will be super shocked if there's a different outcome than the Blue Jays defeating the Mariners tonight. I will be super shocked. Super duper shocked. Somebody brought up the point that Rickey Henderson passed away last year, right before the season, on December 20th. I remember this because his nickname was the Man of Steel. I think he died. I think his death was connected to the Superman film. But he died 44 weeks before the World Series, and kills 44. Somebody mentioned that how he was in that World Series in 1992 when the last time one of the two. Actually, the Blue Jays went to two World Series. They went to the 1992 World Series and they won it in 93, which was 32 years ago. Because Blue Jays equals 32. So it's been 32 years since they won the World Series. Think about that when Blue Jays equals 32. But he was in one of those two World Series. Let me just look up exactly which World Series that was. So Rickey Henderson made 3 World Series appearances, winning 2 titles in 1989 with the Oakland Athletics and in 1993 with the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, so he won the World Series with the Blue Jays. And then he dies right before the season. Okay, so that's even more interesting that he was in the winning friend. He was in the year that they actually won it. Okay, that's definitely interesting. And think about it. He was with the Oakland. Think about Kendrick Lamar. I think Kendrick Lamar's from the Bay Area. Let me just take a look. He's from Compton. Yeah. 38-year-old. Born on June 17th. On 17/6. June 17th. I think that's the day that isn't that the day of the O.J. Simpson chase? A lot of historical things happen on June 17th. Yeah, June 17, 1994. Yeah, so yeah, he that is super duper interesting. He died 44 weeks before the World Series. Again, Kill is 44. He played his last team with the Dodgers, and he also played with the Blue Jays. So here we have a guy that played for both. He played for a lot of teams, but he played for the two teams in the World Series this year. Well, not yet. It's not official, but the two teams that we believe will be in the World Series, which is the Blue Jays and Dodgers. Ricky Henderson, left fielder. 83 and 79 like murder. Hmm. Let me just take a look at that 1993 World Series real quick. Let me just take a look. If you guys want to join the stream, you can. The link is there. It's in the chat. It's pinned. Yeah, we'll talk about anything you guys want. Just yeah, the link is pinned. So yeah, you go in the chat, you click on the link if you guys want to talk about anything. But in the meanwhile, I'm just gonna look at the 1993 World Series and see if what else we can notice. Because I forgot about Ricky Henderson passing away before the season started. Yeah, but I remember when he first died, he was synced up with the movie with the new Superman film because his nickname was the Man of Steel, just like how Superman's nickname was the Man of Steel. Let me see, when did that Superman film come out? Yeah, he died. It came out on July 11th, and he died December 20th, 2024. 203 days before the film was released. I forgot what it was, about 203. Yeah, Man of Steel is 38 and 52. Like I think Superman has those same values. Is it Superman? I forgot what it was. I think it's Christopher Reeve. Somebody has. I remember when I did that, when I covered the Superman fake paralyzed hoax. We spoke about how his name is 52. Like I think Christopher Reeve or something like that. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, he died at the age of 52. Yeah, Man of Steel equals 52. That's what it was. Heart equals 52 as well. Oh, here it is. So actually the original Superman, his name was Kirk Allen, and his name is just like Man of Steel. And he's the original Superman. He guy in the middle. So the original Superman was not Christopher Reeve. It was actually Kirk Allen. And his name is just like Man of Steel. So that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, but he died 205 days, 203 days, excuse me, before the film came out. I don't know. I forgot what it was, about 2 or 3, and his death. And you know what? I think this year, I think isn't Clayton Kershaw retiring? How perfect for him to walk off with a champion if they all gonna beat the Blue Jays in the World Series. Yeah, he announced his retirement this year, and we should have knew, right? They was gonna pay tribute to Clayton Kershaw. What a way to end your career, huh? In the World Series. Perfectly scripted. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, Ricky. Yeah. So Ricky Henderson again. They're 44 weeks before the World Series. Again, we know about that number. Very faithful number. Ricky Nelson Henley Henderson. His full name is 129, which is 201 in Bay State County. 321. Okay. 308 weeks, 308 days or 44 weeks before the World Series starts. Nice little ritual sacrifice. Um. Okay. So moving on. Let's see. Let's just take a look at Kobe Bryant's 81-point game. January 22nd, 2006. He scored 81 when the number of the beast. If you guys didn't know, look, the reason he really scored 81, besides his name being 81, Kobe being Bryant equals 81. But this is the more important part is that the number of the beast is 81, and 666 is the number of the beast, and he scored 81 in his 666 game. So this is actually the more important part of the ritual, besides his name equaling 81. So all of you who think Kobe was amazing by scoring 81 points, no, Kobe's another fucking fraud. Just like all these other frauds, like Vladimir Guerrero, another fraud. And notice Mark of the Beast is also 81 and 40 and 54, like Kobe being Bryant. Mark of the Beast. Right after he died, we got the owner pandemic. $122 points on January 22nd. You would think that because it was such a 122 ritual, you would think that the Dodgers would be playing the Blue Jays in the 122nd World Series, right? That would have been more fitting if you ask me, but I guess, 121 makes sense too. Blue Jays 121. Okay, so January 22nd, 2006 or 16. 2006. He retired in 16. So 275 days after the anniversary of that game. Take a look at Dodgers all-time record versus Blue Jays, including postseason. I don't think they played each other in the postseason, but let's just see. They're 19 and 11. Blue Jays can pick up their 15th win against the Dodgers in the World Series when Kobe equals 15. The thing about 153 Jesuit order equals 153. So that's a little narrative for the sweep. I don't think the sweep is going to happen. It could happen. It could. The Blue Jays, I don't know. I don't know if the sweep can happen because I don't know. But that would be interesting if the sweep happens because notice Jesuit order is 153. The Dodgers can become 153 and 153 in the postseason if they 4-0 the Blue Jays. Big number with the Jesuit order. That could happen though. That really could happen. So the Blue Jays after tonight they'll be 38 and 41. Actually 38 and 40. Trying to get to 42. Kobe Bryant equals 41, dead at 41. If the Blue Jays win 3 in the World Series, they'll get to 41 wins. Tribute to Kobe Bean Bryant. Now there's a narrative for the Blue Jays to win in 5 games. Actually, no, because they won't win because they have to. If they win the World Series, they'll get to 42. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Last thing I want to check is record in the postseason this season. They're 6-4. There should be 7-4 going into the World Series. And the Dodgers are 9-1. So they're trying to get to 13. Yeah. Yeah, there's your narrative for the sweep for the Blue Jays sweeping them. They'll fall to 9-5 in the postseason this year, and Blue Jays 95. But I don't think the Blue Jays are gonna. I don't think either of the teams are gonna sweep the opponent. There's no way they're gonna make a 4-game series out of that. Yeah, but that 121, you guys, sometimes it's that easy, man. Okay, moving on. So again, I'm gonna keep analyzing everything to see what makes the most sense because obviously there is a Kobe riddle here. There's obviously a Kendrick Lamar Drake riddle here. I don't know if like I said, I'll be shocked if the Mariners pull it off today. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know how it could happen. I don't know how they fade that 147 and 57. I mean, we'll see. If you guys want to take the Mariners, go right ahead, but I don't recommend it. But I've been wrong before, so who am I? Yeah, but Jesus Montero connections to both teams, right? So don't think that because he played for the Mariners that means the Mariners are going to go to the World Series. Not necessarily. He played for the Toronto Blue Jays minor league affiliate, and his name does equal World Series. So just be very careful. And the Mariners narrative is to keep the Blue Jays on 100 wins for the season because Seattle Mariners equals 100. But I like them staying on 72 losses going into the Dodgers series. Dodgers equals 72 like Toronto. And then pick up that 73rd against the Dodgers. I like that a lot. And one more thing, there's always a riddle in the bracket, right? Let me see. Okay, so they got This is a 7-game series. So 7 plus 5 is 12. Right? 12 plus 4 is 16. That's 3. That's 19. That's 22, right? So 22 games in the ALC in the AL. 22 games in the AL. AL. All right, 22. So we got 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 5 is 13, 15, 18. So 18 in the NL. 18 plus 22, that's 40 games. 40 games going into the World Series. So it'll be anywhere from 44 to 47. That's how many games are going to be played this season. Anywhere from 44 to 47. I don't think Kobe or any of these teams has a connection to any of those numbers. Or 44. But there's always, like I was saying, there's always a riddle with the brackets. You just gotta figure it out what it is. Every year they put a nice little riddle. I remember when the Nationals went to the World Series, they had H versus W in a big George H.W. Bush tribute. They had the Houston Nationals, which is their logo is the H, and they had the Nationals, and their logo is the W. So they had H versus W in the World Series in a tribute to H.W. Bush. That year, the Nationals won 105 games. The National League was 105, the first World Series. I think in the NBA Finals, the Thunder, I forgot what it was about the Thunder, but the Thunder had a riddle with the bracket as well. I forgot what it was, but all right, I'm gonna take a look at the chat. I don't know if there's anybody there. Let me see. Okay, so nobody wants to join the stream. Okay. Yeah, the stream is gonna be very short if nobody joins it, because I'm not gonna be here just talking my breath away. So Adam Lastman says, let me just put your comment in the screen. The Blue Jays won the World Series on 10/24/92. Really? No, I think that's wrong. That's not right. You mean they won a World Series game? I don't know. Let me just double check, because you might be right about that. Oh, yeah, they did win in 92. Sorry about that. Yeah, they won back-to-back championships. Okay. So they won it against. So okay, so this is the anniversary of them winning the first championship. Oh, okay, makes sense. That's a good one. Thanks a lot, Adam. Appreciate that. Okay, so this will be their 33rd year anniversary. How about that? Yeah, that's a good one. I appreciate that. Let me put your comment back on the screen. Yeah, so it was 33 years ago almost. Yeah, well, yeah, when the World Series will start on the 33rd year anniversary since the Blue Jays beat the Atlanta Braves. So yeah, that's definitely interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Kendrick versus Drake. Yep, that's what it seems like. You must have sent it to my Instagram. Let me just take a look. Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. You could send it again so I could show it. I could show it on the screen. Wow. Yeah, I got a lot of mail here. Let me just take a look at everything. Yes, send it again, Vinny, because I don't have it. It must have been an older thing like you sent me. Yeah, but did you guys see how let's just transfer to the NFL for a second. Did you guys see how the Giants? Oh my gosh! Like I don't understand how people believe all this shit, man. Like Pat Borders. Let me see 1 second. Pat Borders. Oh my god! Because this was the MVP of that World Series. Pat Borders. Pat Borders. Sounds like what Trump wants to do. He wants to pat the border. His birthday is May 14th. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's funny. He also played for the Seattle Mariners. Pat Borders played for the Mariners and the Blue Jays. Pat Borders. Um, yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to see because it's pretty obvious what they're gonna do tonight. But we're still gonna take it one game at a time in the World Series. But I want to talk about what they did yesterday in the NFL. Like I don't understand how people don't fucking realize like this shit is fucking bullshit theater, man. How does this even happen? How does this even happen? This was the game of the day yesterday. Giants and Broncos. Of course, the Giants fell to 2-5 because Giants equals 25 in gematria. They lost with 32 points because Denver equals 32. The Broncos won with 33 because New York equals 33. The last kick was a 39-yard field goal when New York is 33 and 39. But just how do you allow 33 points in a single quarter? And keep in mind that they also scored 13 in that quarter, the Giants. So there was 46 points scored in one quarter. How is that even possible? 33 points. It's what? A five scores? I don't even think you could do that in a video game. There's not enough time in the quarter to score 5 times. Like, how is that even possible, man? You know what? I want to play the highlights because I didn't watch the game, man. Just, oh my gosh, man. I don't know if I can play the highlights, so I'll get a flag. But damn, man, how the fuck do you even allow this? And keep in mind, I think somebody died. I think they was paying. Somebody said that they was paying tribute to somebody. Let me just take a look at my notes because I know this game was a tribute to a former player. Let me just take a look. 33 points in a fucking quarter, man. Okay, so it was let's take a look at this guy. Demarius. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. They was paying tribute to this guy, number 88, because I remember they was talking about him. I notice his name is 88. He wore number 88. You don't think they're using gematria in these NFL games, you guys? Number 88, who names equals 88. You see how his name is 65? Look how many points was scored in yesterday's game. 32 to 33. 65 points. In the big Jesus ritual. Jesus died at 33 for the black man. Yeah, Broncos. Look at this. The Broncos honor late wide receiver Demarius Demarius, I think that's how you say it. Demarius Thomas with Ring of Fame ceremony. That was right before the game. And then they have 65 points in that game. When the name Demarius Thomas equates to 65 and 88, of course, he wore the number 88. Oh, and they also wore the Thomas jersey. Oh my gosh. I missed this ritual, man. I wasn't paying attention to this. Fuck. The Denver Broncos unveiled the Demarius Thomas Pillar in the Ring of Fame Plaza in a ceremony outside of Empower Field on Sunday, honoring the late wide receiver during their celebration of their Super Bowl 50 team. Thomas died in 2021 at the age of 33 after suffering a seizure. Oh my God. He died at the age of 33. Yesterday, they honored Thomas and they scored 33 points in the fourth quarter, a combined 65 points to tribute the guy who they sacrificed in 2021. You see how sick this stuff is? Like, I don't understand how people are not catching on to this shit now. Like, we're here telling you guys everything. This stuff is in your face. They're paying tribute to the guy before the game, and people still not catching on. And even if you leave this part of it out, looking at it from a football standpoint, it is almost impossible to allow 5 scores in a single quarter. I don't think that's ever been done. Has that ever been done before? 5 scores? You literally have to be throwing a Hail Mary every possession. It has to be like 1 or 2 plays. It has to be really, really, really quick for you to pull this off. I think that's probably what they did. So, OMG. Born in 87. All right, Super Bowl 50. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, it was on the 38th day of the year. The Broncos beat the Carolina Panthers. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was the whole Prince tribute. Black Panther tribute, excuse me. Yeah, Prince at halftime. That was the year that Peyton Manning won the rigged Super Bowl. When Cam Newton couldn't fucking recover the ball, he looked at the ball, stared at it while the other team recovered it. Yep, the big rigged football championship. I remember that one. Oh, okay. So he was on that team, and then he died in 2021. Okay. 33 points. God died at the age of 33. Young guy, man. December 9th, 2021. Born on Christmas. It wasn't this guy born on Christmas too, Ricky Henderson. So many black players born on Christmas, man. This guy was also born on Christmas. Ricky Henderson. He died on December 20th. Christmas, Christ, Jesus, Black, 33. 12/9, 21. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yesterday was 201 weeks after his death. Man, if I would have caught this, man, I probably could have fucking predicted this shit. I missed this whole tribute. But they paid tribute to Thomas 201 weeks after his death. Damn. I don't know if I would have predicted them scoring 33 in a quarter, though. That's kind of like... The guy also died on 12/9 when 121 is 201 in base 8 county. And 201 weeks after his demise, they have a big, nice tribute. The guy was also drafted by the New York Jets. So he died in Atlanta, which is on the 33rd parallel. Dead at 33. Mm-mm. Yeah, Drake. Yeah, Drake has that back to back. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, that's the thing. If you like the Mariners, go with the Mariners. I mean, you're welcome to do whatever you want. So, are you going over the AWS hack? I don't know what that is. What is that abbreviation for? AWS. Remind me. So Ricky Henderson went to Oakland Tech High School. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. When they started the drive, it was 33 seconds left to pay tribute to Thomas, who died at 33, and to foreshadow that they was about to score their 33rd point. Yeah, I always say I always say pay attention to that when they're about to start their last drive. See how much time is left in the game. Sometimes that's indication of the score or the record of the teams. Yeah, and then that's a good part. That's a good point. The 88 on his jersey, half of 88 looks like a 33. I get what you're saying about that. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section one more time. If nobody joins, we'll probably close it out. I don't want to make it too long of a stream if nobody gonna join. I was trying to make this stream about you guys, but since nobody is willing to join, it's fine. You don't have to. I think we've gone an hour of just listening to me all day. Somebody asked, "What is 33?" Oh Lord, it must be New Year. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, FanDuel's down. Yep, I see that. You know what's funny about Beyonce? Remember on her birthday they paid tribute to her in that Dallas Cowboys game. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened. I thought Tops. I spoke to Topsy earlier today. He said he was gonna call in. Let's see if he still wants to call in because Topsy won. Somebody yesterday was impersonating Topsy in the chat, and I thought it was him. And he called me and made it clear that it wasn't him. So I'll just let him know that we're live in case he wants to talk about anything. Somebody says, surely the Dodgers win the World Series. They are 9-1. The money they spend on the team. Yeah, being 9-1 doesn't really mean you're gonna win. Oh yeah, the Beyonce stuff on her birthday. You guys didn't. I think I covered that. Yeah, she's known as Cowboy Carter. They had the guy Carter spit on the cowboy on her birthday, same day that Giorgio Armani passed away. That was the day of the whole spitting thing. You guys don't remember that? Yeah, Jalen Carter. He spit on Dak Prescott. He said so. Carter spits on the Cowboy the day that Cowboy Carter his birthday. This right here, you guys hear? A little spit, little saliva. Hey, we need you to spit on Dak Prescott around the fourth quarter and make it look good. Hey Dak, Jalen Carter's gonna come up to you. He's gonna spit on you. All right? He's gonna give you another $10 million. Don't worry about it. All right? It's only saliva. Just make sure you look mad enough. Like you want to hit him. It's Beyonce's birthday today, so we need you to do this for us. Thank you. Don't ask so many questions. Just do it. Oh man, all these 6 satanic rituals, man. Here it is, man. 201 weeks after the death of Demaryius Thomas. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but that's what it looks like. Demaryius Thomas. Demaryius, whatever. I don't know why there's a Y and an I. Kind of confusing. They put a Y and an I after the R. Demaryius. Demaryius? Is that how you say that? Yeah, so what else happened in the NFL yesterday? What other rigged ritual they did yesterday? Let's see. Let's take a look. That was the most blatant one, though. That Giants comeback. Oh, my gosh. Especially them paying tribute to a guy who they sacrificed in 2021, 201 weeks ago. Jesus Christ. Eagles became 5-2 when Minnesota Eagles 52. Number 52 referee was refereeing the game. Raiders 25. They fall to 2-5. Los Angeles Rams Eagles 52. They become 5-2. Shane Bieber. You can join the stream. Stop. See if you want to talk about anything. The real Tops is in the chat. Yeah, yesterday somebody was acting like it was him. It wasn't really him though. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why. What's the excitement come from trolling? Like, does that make you happy as a person? Like, it's confusing. Let's get the show started. Something I was talking about like a few months ago is, if you don't have to bet every day, but if you wait for days like today, you can get really rich off of sports betting. It's just, being patient is the hard part. I guess that's what people struggle with. Because if you just wait until today, October 20th, when the riddle is so obvious, so clear, and then bet all your money on that team, there should be no reason you should ever lose in sports betting with this knowledge. What's going on, Top State?
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, my man?
Not much. We spoke earlier, but I just want to
have everybody else hear it, but it's been another Topsy in the chat. I'm not sure how long that person has been around, but Topsy Crets 111 is not the real Topsy. I'm the real Topsy. Topsy Crets 8058 is my real page. And though me and Simple Truth have had a difference of opinion on certain topics, I've never felt any disdain towards him, or I've never been the type of person to I don't know, like we can share a difference of opinion without having a issue with each other. And the
Yeah.
person that's been talking negatively and just talking reckless and talking crazy in the chat, posing as top secrets, is a fraud. I would never do that, and I'm mature enough to understand that you can have a difference of opinion and still be cool.
Okay, let's talk about the difference of opinion. Like, I remember last time we did a live stream, we was talking about you made the claim that we still believe that it's magic, that it's not technology in the footballs. I remember you was on that
No,
that side.
not, and that's the thing. I think two things can be true at the same time. I think that it is technology, and I think that there is something else at play here that we're not privy to. And I'm not going to just confidently believe in magic, but I just don't think that we know enough to fully rule it out. That's my belief is. I wasn't being quite clear the last time. I do think there is a chance that magic could be real, but I don't know that. And it's such an abstract theory that you can't just fully say you believe in magic, because just living everyday life, you never see anything like that to confidently say, yeah, it's magic that is involved. But with certain
Yeah.
situations, like how Devin Booker's nose became bloody in that situation, I don't think that man ran his nose into the guy's head for them to get that thing to play out like that. Something else that played there. Or the Alex Smith situation when he broke his leg, just like Joe Theismann, exactly 33 years apart with the same teams on the same spot of the field. Stuff like that. It's like, how do they get that stuff to play out? And I think that's beyond technology. I think there's something else at play here. What it is, we don't know. And that's why I feel like maybe there is a chance that something like magic is real, but I can't say that with conviction because I don't know. But I just don't rule it out.
Yeah, but I think that's the same type of acting skills that they use in Hollywood as well. But the thing about magic is this: if they had the capabilities to perform magic, I think they will use it for all instances. I don't think they'll have the need for technology if they have if they have power like the ability to commit magic. I don't think. Well, why would you need any technology? If you have, think about it. If you have magical powers, you can basically get away with anything. You have magical powers.
Yeah.
You can make noses break at will. You can make legs break at will at whatever moment. Then why would you ever need technology?
Yeah, that's true.
And if they do have magical powers, they wouldn't be lying like how like what I mean is they wouldn't have all these crisis actors. Like you wouldn't need any of that stuff. You can just pull off whatever you want and get away with it and make it look real because it's magic. Think about it. It's magic. Why would you need any fakery behind that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what disqualifies the magic theory in my eyes. Like they don't need magic.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
they don't need magic when you have technology. And if they do have technology, then why do they have technology if they have the magical powers? Is what I mean.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't understand like certain things, like with the Alex Smith and the Devin Booker's. Like, how do you explain that part?
I mean, some of these things are difficult to explain. That's because we are on the outside looking in. I can't explain. How do you throw a ball so accurately to a fan like how we saw yesterday in that Chiefs and Raiders game? I mean, that's not easy to do. That's only one try. I mean, you got to just admit that these people are super talented. They're different. They have talent. They have talent that none of us have. Because I'll be honest with you, like I think you could take the best thrower in the world, right? Besides these people in the NFL, and ask them to throw a ball at a person accurately one try. I don't know if any you think people will get that right on the first try. That's hard to do.
Like how Mahomes did yesterday.
Yeah, like he did yesterday, like throwing that ball so accurately to that person in the crowd. It's just hard. Like how do you do that so accurately like that?
I don't know, and I also think about how humans, like, we're not perfect. Like, no matter how good we are at something, I feel like human error is inescapable, and I feel like it eventually it'll catch up to us. So if there was a script to it, and I do believe that there is, um if one fuck up could fuck up the entire thing.
No,
And
not really, because that's why they have referees. They can always, because if you really think, if you analyze the like, for example, football, if you analyze every single play, they can literally call holding on every single play. So if the
yeah, 'cause
referee is
it's
watching the
yeah,
game and he
uh-huh.
sees that something is a little bit off script, and keep in mind that now the referees are using my headphones, right?
But
So if there's anything off script, they can just throw a flag and say holding 5-yard penalty, and
yeah,
and they can just do it over.
and it's crazy. I don't know if you ever pay attention to this, but like sometimes I'm just watching the line of scrimmage, like the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman. And if you pay attention, if you're not paying attention to like the quarterback and the receivers and all that, if you just pay attention to the line, there's always a hold somewhere. It's just when they pick and choose to call
Yeah,
it.
exactly. There's always a hold. They could call holding every single time, but they
Uh-huh.
choose not to.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I noticed that over the years. I like, just if you just watch it, like there's always a hold somewhere. It's always, but it's just
Yeah,
when they decide to
that's
call
part of their job is to hold the opponent
it. Uh-huh.
or to make it look like they're holding. And then I think if something goes off script, let's say Patrick Mahomes is going back and he falls for some reason and he gets tackled, they could just throw a flag and say holding
Uh-huh.
defense and give him a 5-yard penalty for it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. When you have the referees, human error becomes more possible because
Yeah.
they can just save you every time you make a mistake.
But another thing I just noticed too, how they're implementing the like in baseball, they're going to implement the that new strike zone thing, the automated system. So when if an umpire gets it wrong, the system will correct them. Same thing with the first down markers in football. There will be some type of
Yeah, and have
automated.
you ever seen like when a pitcher throws a strike and the umpire calls a strike even though it wasn't a strike?
Yeah,
They can, like, sometimes if you see where the ball lands, and sometimes you know how they show you that box with the ball in it.
yeah, exactly. The strike,
They can
the
just
strike
move.
zone.
Sometimes the strike zone. They sometimes they're off. I'm like, the ball did not even land there,
Yeah,
but the ball
and
will be in the strike zone.
yeah, exactly. And that's my point right there. Like, I feel like because we know it's rigged, but why would they implement this new system that would correct the umpire if they want these umpires to call it how they want them to call it? That right there is like, it's interesting to me. Like, why would they implement that this new system that they're doing? I don't know if they've already done it, or I know it's coming next season if they haven't already done so. But they're going to implement some type of like automated system to where a strike the system will correct the umpire if they got it wrong. And I feel like, man, if it's rigged, why would they do that? And I do believe that it's rigged, but it's just interesting why they would implement that
Well, the thing is,
if they
they also want to make it look as realistic as possible. You have to understand that as well.
that
That's why
and
Tony
they're
Romo comes out and says, the reason we don't allow fans to keep the ball is because there's chips that keeps data information, and we want the data for ourselves. See, they have to
yeah,
give you a fake explanation so that way, anybody with any skeptics can just be debunked. Like, because if there's that case, like, the fans are wondering, hey, why you don't let us keep the ball? Is it because it's rigged? Is it because it's because you guys are hiding something? And then
I
Tony
would
Romo comes out public and gives people a fake explanation of why they can't do it. And
exactly.
that's it. Nobody asks the question anymore, because when they come out and ask the question again, they'll just tell you. They'll tell you like, "Oh, it's for this reason." But can we verify that those chips are keeping data? We can't verify that.
And I guess they don't use this technology for baseballs because they allow the fans to keep the baseballs. Players throw the baseballs in the stands all the time. They don't switch them out of anything. They just throw them straight into the stands, and they let them keep them. So I just feel like what's up with that? Like, is there no technology in the baseballs?
I don't know if they have technology in the baseballs, but they're definitely using technology in all the sports. The thing is, we can't like know everything because there's certain things that we're just not gonna know unless they come out and tell us. But sometimes like sometimes these baseballs they get hit to certain areas in the baseball field. And I'm like, how do they know to get the ball there? Like I don't know if you remember the Chicago Cubs incident when a fan interfered with the baseball.
Yeah,
you remember
what's his name?
Yeah, you remember that incident, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that foul ball was hit to that fan on purpose, man. I just don't. I don't. I can't explain how they did it though.
How do they do that? Like that's just amazing that they can do
So
that.
Wolfie Conservative says, do you see the Dodgers winning the World Series, Ohtani winning the Ichiro Suzuki ritual, media pushing Ohtani as the greatest baseball player ever? I don't know if the Dodgers are going to win, but they are making the Ohtani look like this unbelievable beast. And I think the reason they're doing that is I think they're trying to push. They're trying to get the world market. They're trying to get the Chinese public to embrace baseball like how they did with the Spanish community. So
yep, they're trying to make it global.
Yeah, they're trying to make it global.
Just like football.
Yeah, just like football. That's why they have all these international games.
It's a fact. And NBA doing it too.
Yeah. What's going on, Jay?
What's going on, Arthur?
What's going on? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I just talk about the World Series, man. It's definitely hard to pick who's gonna win, but I'm looking at a different narrative than like you are, but I kind of see a side for the Jays to win also. But
so you think the Mariners advanced today?
No, the Jays. I have a good feeling about the Jays going to the World Series, winning it.
Oh no, I don't know who's gonna win it. I don't know who's gonna win it yet. I think the Jays do have, like I said yesterday, they're the only one. They're the only team with the 121 connection.
Yeah. The 121 is there, and then like you said, the whole Kendrick and Drake connection too.
Yeah, but if we go by that, LA beat the Drake lost that battle, right? So wouldn't that mean Toronto's gonna lose?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I mean it could still. I don't know because like I said, here's the Dodgers side in my opinion. If you look at Dave Roberts' postseason record, if you want to look it up right now, his postseason record, he has 65 playoff wins, and back to back equals 69, just like World Series, and that's a strong number with the World Series and back to back. And obviously back to back equals 201 and 24, and their back to back would have started last year in 24 and they won it. And like I said, they are pushing though a tiny narrative, him being the greatest of all time.
Wait, what's the 49? Does the Blue Jays have a 49 connection?
It's their 49th season.
Yeah, because he's on 45 playoff losses.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you so that's the thing for the Dodgers. So Dave Roberts getting that 69th playoff.
Yeah, Blue Jays. Wait, Blue Jays equals 49. I knew it. I knew they had a 49 connection.
Yeah. But so and I also see a connection. No one really looking at this, but like the Charlie Kirk assassination, I've been connecting that to it as well. Because like you said, the Blue Jays, if they win tonight, they're going to get that 101st win. So if they get 4 more, they'll be on 105. And Charlie Kirk equals 105. And they got a player on their team named Kirk. And he was born, I mean, his birthday was 57 days before Charlie Kirk got shot and killed. And 57 is the World Series number.
And think about Kirk Gibson as well.
Kirk Gibson, yep. And like I said, that's the only team in the MLB with a player named Kirk. Alejandro Kirk. And like his birthday is November 6th. And if you measure from the day he got shot, Charlie Kirk, to his birthday, it's 57 days. And then also here's the other thing. If you think about it like this, Arthur, remember you talked about the Raptors winning the NBA championship?
Yeah.
They won it in 2019 and it's 2025. So that's 6 years. And what do they call Toronto? They call Toronto
man. That's a good point. And they won the championship in 6 games that year, right?
Yeah. And look, here, listen to
Oh
this.
shit, that's a good one, man. That's a good one.
And listen to this.
Alejandro Kirk is like I think you mentioned it. It's 57.
Yeah. His name is 57. Yep.
Oh, and then Charlie Kirk got shot 57 days after his birthday.
No, he got shot 57 days before his birthday. He got Charlie
Oh
Kirk.
my gosh.
He got
Yeah.
shot on 9/10, and then his birthday is 11/6.
Yeah, World Series. That's why they got number 57 on the mound today.
Yeah. Now, Arthur, listen to this. So, do you remember when the Raptors won the championship? If you measure from that date, the day they won the championship, to the possible, I think the Jays could possibly win in 6. Win in 5. My bad, 5 on
Why not
October.
6? Why not
I think
6? Just like the Raptors.
I'm gonna tell you why here in a second. Because if they win it in 5, it'll be 6 years, like Toronto the 6th, and it's gonna be Donald Trump's 138th day of his age. And if you type in the word Canada alone, Canada equals 138, just like Donald Trump. So they're gonna win in. They're gonna win 6 years after the Raptors won it, and they're gonna win it 138 days after the Raptors won it. And Canada's 138, and Donald Trump's 138.
Wow, I like that. I like that a lot. Canada is
And
120. Go ahead. You cooking right now.
yeah,
Go ahead.
and then yeah, like I said, the Blue Jays are type in Charlie Kirk equals 105. The Blue Jays are on 100 wins, so they're gonna get 101 tonight.
Oh, of course they are.
So they'll get 105 if they beat the Dodgers, and I feel like they're gonna be, even though they're the 1 seed, I feel like they're gonna be a massive underdog.
Oh, I can tell you right now. Actually, let's see. Let's take a look at the.
I think the best option would be to
Yeah,
take
well,
the
right now they're plus 400 odds. So you could take the Blue Jays right now to win the World Series at plus
yeah.
400. That's
So
amazing.
right. So here's this. I think this is the best thing to do right now. Take the Blue Jays to win it all right now, and if they win tonight, it'll be evened out with the Dodgers. And then if they go up in the series versus the Dodgers, you can hedge and take the Dodgers. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because they're at
yes.
plus 400.
Yeah. You need, you'll win if they win tonight. You'll win money anyways.
Exactly, because you could take the Dodgers whenever they go down in the series, if they go down in the series.
And the Mariners are plus 400. So either
Right.
team you pick to win the World Series, you're gonna make money.
Yeah.
Did you see when the Dodgers manager, like after they clinched the World Series berth, when he was saying how people were saying Dodgers was ruining baseball? You see that? And he was like, well, let's win 4 more to ruin baseball even more.
I did not see that. When did that
This
come out?
was it was the game when they the last game their final game against the Brewers, and they it was like the post game interview, and he was saying let's ruin it even more. I guess people were saying like Dodgers was ruining baseball, and he said, well, let's win 4 more so we could really ruin baseball.
Yeah, but I don't know if I don't know. Jay's making a good point for the Blue Jays, and
No, I'm not saying that. I was just asking if you've seen it. Yeah, I got no stand from this. I have like playoff baseball. I stay away from it. This shit can be tricky.
Yeah, it is tricky. But the thing that has me really like intrigued with the Blue Jays is Dave Roberts picking up that 49th postseason loss when Blue Jays was 49.
But
That's definitely nothing to
Arthur,
sneeze
you can't look over that 69. World Series equals 69, just like back to back. He can get that 69 win.
Yeah. He could pick up his 69 postseason win in the World Series. That's what I'm saying. That's why they make it shit so fucking tricky
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's why I'm saying it's so hard to pick right now who's gonna win. But I think it's best to take Blue Jays now. That way, when they do advance, you could take the Dodgers anytime in the series to get. You're gonna make money either way.
And another angle to look at is like the historical aspect of it. Like there hasn't been a repeat champion in a while. So and Ohtani is the perfect one they would have to do that.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling my friend. All great players go back to back. LeBron went back to back. Kobe went back to back. If they're gonna make Ohtani the best player, he's gonna go back to back eventually.
Back to back. I think did you mention how back to back is 69, right?
Yeah, back to back 69 and World Series is 69, and Dave Roberts get that 69th win.
And didn't Drake have a song about back to back?
Yeah. Yeah, and the World Series starts on his birthday.
Yeah, and it starts on Drake's 39th birthday. Drake equal 39 and Canada equal 39. Look up Canada 39.
Yeah. Like so, I think it's
So
it's a great narrative. It's great narratives for both sides.
It's a
That's why I
perfect
just
year. Yeah, it's a perfect year for Canada to win it all. They haven't won since the Raptors in 6 years ago, and that's what they call Toronto, the six.
6 facts.
That's what I'm saying. You're making a good case for the Blue Jays, but then at 69 is like
Yeah, that 69 is
contradicts
there. That's why I'm
everything.
scared because I'm like, are they gonna make
They
Otani
lost.
the
They
face of the
lost. They
league?
lost. Think about how they lost 69 games in the season.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Oh. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. So connecting it with Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk was an advocate for Donald Trump, right? Remember, Charlie Kirk got killed 88 days after Donald Trump's birthday. Trump equal 88, right? And guess who played on 8/8? The Toronto Blue Jays and the Dodgers.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. We pay attention to stuff like this in the season. We can figure this stuff out early, but oh man, it's just
And you look at their record, they're only 19-11 against each other, so they hardly ever play each other. But they randomly play each other on 8/8.
wait a
And if
minute.
you
Did the Blue Jays? I think the Blue Jays picked up their 69th win against the Dodgers.
Yeah, they did. They both went 68. They both got their 68th win in that series. Well, the Dodgers picked up their 68th win, and then the Blue Jays ended the series with a win, getting their 69th.
So that's what I'm saying. I think that's indication of who's going to win the World Series. The Dodgers are gonna fall short because the World Series starts on a day leaving 68 days after the year.
Yeah,
So if it goes 7, Dave Robinson stay on 68.
True, he could. Yeah, he could. And championship equals 68 also.
Yeah, he could be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't
But
have to get to 69. Because the thing is, I don't know. I don't know if I want to fade that 49 with the Blue Jays. To be honest,
What's the span from that game until this World Series?
from 8-8, I can't
no,
remember.
it was actually on 8-10. That was on 8-10. That game
Yeah,
where
the series started on
69th.
8-8, but they got that 69th win on 8-10, and 8-10 is like 108, like Major League 108.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I
That's
think the
what it
World
said.
Series starts 108 days before Vladimir Guerrero's birthday. The father.
Remember, simple truth: the World Series starts on the day leaving 68 days left in the year, also, and that's why I'm not concerned about the sweep. But sweep equals 68 too. Remember, you talked about, it, but I don't think a sweep's gonna happen. I doubt it.
I doubt it too. I doubt it. I doubt the sweep happens.
Yeah, the sweep is 68. But I'm like, that's why I like the Blue Jays. I like the Blue Jays in 5. I'm not gonna lie, but that's just me.
I like the Blue Jays too. I don't know I don't know how many games. I think 6 makes more sense because what the Raptors
And
did, and that's their
Plus
nickname
400
too.
is definitely worth a try, but it's probably gonna fall off though. Like after if they win tonight, it's not gonna be that good.
It can't be that high. Like, why would
no,
it
it's
be
not.
4 plus 400? Only 2 teams left. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, the Raptors. Well, yeah, the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I looked
He
up.
plays for California now too. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
he plays for the Clippers. Yeah.
Yo, he plays for LA. He was from the Raptors. Wow.
Yeah, when I seen it was 6 years and 138 days after their championship that they could win it, I was like, man, that's perfect. Canada 138, Donald Trump 138. They could win it 138 days after the Raptors won it, 6 years after. That's crazy.
Interesting.
Kawhi Leonard is 121.
What?
Yeah, damn, that's crazy.
Wow.
And he got the 68.
Wow.
And he went from Toronto to LA, man. He went from Toronto to LA.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And it's the ordinal cipher. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to think
his name is
because
121, just like Blue Jays. But what I'm trying to think is like, I mean, think about it. When the Raptors played the Golden State Warriors, I mean, it was pretty much the same thing. It was a loaded basketball team. Everybody in the world thought the Warriors gonna.
that's what I'm saying. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's almost identical
It's
to
the
that
same thing.
Raptors
Yeah,
NBA Finals.
you got a huge favorite versus the underdog Toronto team. That's
You
what
gotta-
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened in the NBA. Like the underdog team, no one expected. Like, I'm not gonna say Otani gonna get hurt, but remember in that series, Durant got hurt. I think Klay Thompson went down. That's what gave the Raptors the win. They said.
And they got a guy with braids win the championship for the Raptors, and they got a guy with dreadlocks about to win the championship for the Blue Jays. If that happens, you know.
Yeah, I think he cut his hair. Vladimir cut his hair, but I don't know why.
That's probably why they probably made him cut it because they know he was going to be. Or they had him for this this on the world stage for this season right here. They made him cut it.
Kawhi Leonard, man, 121. They're paying tribute to Kawhi in the World Series, man.
Oh, and then
629.
if I think it's look at the Dodgers all-time record in the World Series.
You know what's funny? There's gonna be a game. It's gonna be 121 days after his birthday.
I know Game 4 is on the 28th, Game 5 is on the 29th, Game 6 is on Halloween the
So
31st.
Game 4 is 121 days after Kawhi Leonard's birthday.
So you think possibly the sweep, the 68 sweep is going to be there, the narrative?
Sweeping the Dodgers is just.
Yeah,
And that's the thing. If they do sweep the Dodgers fall to 9-5 in the postseason, and Blue Jays is 95.
Yeah, but the Dodgers can also fall to 10-5 if they win one game. Charlie Kirk 105. Like
If
I
they win
said,
one game. Yeah, I
that's
do
what-
think they win at least one because that means the Blue Jays pick up that 73rd loss.
yeah,
The
that
Los Angeles
73rd.
Dodgers equal 73. Yeah.
Yeah, they pick up the 73rd loss.
Yeah, that's why you like the 5 games so much,
Yeah,
right?
yep. The 105 and Charlie Kirk. Like the Dodgers are gonna fall to 10-5 if they lose in 5. And the Blue Jays are gonna pick up that 105th win. Charlie Kirk 105.
Yeah, I do. I like that a lot too. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the underdog. Whatever happens, happens. So so
But
be
that's
it, man.
But Arthur, man, that 69 is there. I'm not gonna lie. That back to back.
Well, yeah, you don't have to bet the house on the Blue Jays.
That's
So it's
what
like
I'm
I
saying.
didn't bet the house on the Raptors.
Yeah.
I went low.
That's what I'm
So
saying. It's
June
best to take the
13th,
Blue Jays now while they're plus 400.
Yeah, that's a solid. That's some good value, boy.
Plus 400 now, and then
Hell
even
yeah.
if the Blue Jays win the game 1, if the Blue Jays win game 1, then you could take them. You could take the Dodgers in before game 2, and you're gonna cash out anyway. You know.
Yep.
Because it's unlikely if the Dodgers win game 1, it's unlikely for Toronto to win 4 straight.
And you know what's funny? The Blue Jays, the Raptors won the championship and they leave in 201 days after the year. We wasn't
Yeah.
too up. We wasn't too knowledgeable in 2-1 back in 2019. But we would have caught that early. We would have
Yeah,
noticed.
and put October 29th on that right side. October 29th. That's game 5. And then look, see how it says 6 years, 138 days.
Yeah.
Six,
Yep.
6, Toronto.
Canada, the
100.
6. Canada's 138 and is known as the 6. Wow, that's nice, man. That's a nice parallel.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
also
man.
if you Trump in Latin gematria equals 470, just like Toronto 470 in Latin gematria, and he's the 47th president.
And the last time the Toronto was in the championship was against the California team, man.
Yeah,
Who's
and the last
favored
time,
tonight?
Huh?
Who's favored tonight?
Oh, the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Blue Jays. Yeah, they're at home.
They're the home team, but they're not favored by a lot. It's like a 110 type of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what I was gonna tell you guys is because the 147 for Guerrero tonight, I'm thinking he might win the MVP for this series, but I'm thinking possibly to take Kirk for the World Series MVP if they win it. If the Blue Jays win it, take Kirk. Because I looked and he's on like 50. I think he's on 54 home runs, including the postseason with the Blue Jays. Maybe he might go off for like 2 or 3 homers throughout that series, and he might get the MVP. Because it's like always somebody that you don't see coming get the MVP. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't ever give it. They don't ever give it to the people that because a lot of people are putting money on Vladimir and
Who won it last year?
Tani and.
That's what I'm saying. If today's 147 days before his birthday, they give him the MVP of this series, and then next series they might give it to Kirk.
Who won?
Yeah, that's
World
what
Series
I
MVP
think it's a lock for him to at least get on base with a hit. But the only difficult thing about that is that they like to walk him a lot, so he might get walked a few times.
Oh, and then remember Canada is 39, just like Drake, and then 10-29, the game 5 you just looked at, 10 plus 29 is 39.
yeah.
That's a perfect day for Canada to win it.
Who won the World Series MVP last year?
Was it Freeman?
It had to be Freeman, Freddie Freeman. Yeah, number 5.
Yeah. See, they
Yeah,
didn't
he
give
had
it
the
to
big tribute
they didn't give it to
Kirk
Otani.
Gibson.
Yeah.
He had the big
Local.
tribute to Kirk Gibson, man.
Yeah.
And here we have another Kirk Gibson, another Kirk ritual with Charlie Kirk.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Brewers were gonna go deeper because remember Bob Ulcer died early in the year.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah, they made it tough because
they made it
even
tough. Yeah.
even the Mariners had a nice little narratives.
Shit,
Yeah.
the Tigers did too. Chet Lemon died 169 days before the start of the World Series. Detroit Tigers Eagles 169.
Oh, Arthur. If you
Yeah.
go to Google and type in, remember I told you the Blue Jays and the Dodgers played on 8-8. Guess who they had at the fucking game throwing out the first pitch? They
Not
they had
Trump.
they had Kobe Bryant's daughter. She's 8 years old. They had her throwing out the first pitch on 8-8, and they gave out a Kobe Bryant bobblehead that day.
Oh hell no. Yeah. Yeah, I knew there was a Kobe link to this.
Yeah, because
He
I'm
scored
like
81 against the Raptors.
yeah, I'm like, why the fuck would they honor? Why would they have Vanessa and all his kids at the game on 8-8, and they have his 8-year-old daughter throwing out the first pitch against the Blue Jays on a random day in August, and they were like, that's Kobe Day. Kobe Day is 8/24, not 8/8.
Yeah, the final score was 1-5. Kobe win 15.
15, yeah. Oh yeah, and that's what I was saying. If you look at the Dodgers' all-time record in the World Series, they're on 71 losses. If they get 4 more, to be 75, and Kobe 75.
But this is the thing, right? Oh my God, the Dodgers finished 68-49, just like how Dave Robertson finished 68-49. If he loses the World Series in 7.
Oh wow.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, you talking about the last game against Toronto in that series? 68-49?
Yes, if they finished
Yeah.
68-49, that could
So
be his
7
playoff
games.
record.
So you're saying if they go to game
Game
7 and
7.
lose?
If they go to
Yeah.
Game 7 and the Blue Jays win in the same 7, he'll be 68-49, like the
49.
record. That
Damn.
has to be it.
That's gotta be it, yeah. But so the Blue Jays would
They will win in 7 games.
right. I'm trying to think of the records and everything. So the Dodgers are 9-1. So they'll be what, 12-5? No, that's nothing. 125. Trying to think.
So what was it again? 8-10, right? We said.
That was the last game of the series, yeah, of their series in the regular season, yeah. They started
I
on
think-
8-8.
I think
No. Wait. They finished 68-50. So scratch that.
Yeah, but the first game of their series was on 8-8.
Yeah, but on 10-9, their record was 68-49.
10-9.
So they were, and Ohtani hit his 40th home run that day. Oh yeah, and look,
That's
the score was 9-1, like how they about to go into the World Series, 9-1.
9-1. And that's the reflection of 9-10, like the day Kirk got shot. Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I said, yep, 109, shooting 109, yep.
Yeah, 109. He got killed on September 10th, and that game was on October 9th, so it was the opposite. But
So
yeah.
we like going 7, the distance. Why not?
Man, it's tough, man. Like I said, I think the best thing to do is just take the Blue Jays now, and whatever happens, just take the Dodgers in the World Series if they go down.
That'll be something though. If that is his final record, then you know.
Yeah, if that's his final record, 68-49, you called that because I didn't even see that. But like I said, I brought all of the hints up for the Blue Jays, but that'd be nice right there.
Yeah, that'll be on November 1st. November 1st.
And then Arthur, look, remember you just looked at the Dodgers postseason record? They're on 153. You were talking about Joshua Order 153. If they get 4, that's 157. And guess whose name equals 157? You know.
Kobe
Bryant.
Man.
Kobe Bryant,
Man,
157.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna lose.
And they honored it. They honored him on the day Vanessa and the kids were there, and she threw out the first pitch. Look at the video. It's on 8-8. They gave out Kobe Bryant bobbleheads, and they let his 8-year-old daughter throw out the first pitch on 8-8. And if they lose, they'll have 157 losses. Yeah, and Freddie Freeman was.
It got 147 views.
That's
Man.
crazy.
It's crazy, man. They straight on 8-8. They straight had the family there giving out bobbleheads, letting the 8-year-old daughter throw it out. That's crazy. And you know it's crazy. I was thinking about it. I was like, why did the series start on 8-8? I'm like, do the Dodgers stay on 8 championships? Because they got 8 last year. So do they stay on 8?
I like Blue Jays value, bro. I'm just scared to go against the Dodgers.
Yeah, I'm scared to go against Dodgers. They're hot. I was thinking,
Freddie Freeman catch the ball.
I was thinking if the Dodgers do win it this year, they have a chance to three-peat. Remember this: if they do win, they have a chance to three-peat because they'll get their 10th championship in the year 26, like 126, like the day Kobe died, 126. And last year was connected with them with the 824. So I was like, man, if they let the Dodgers three-peat, that might be a narrative too.
I'm trying to see when Kobe threw the first pitch. Whoa, what team was the Dodgers playing that day?
And you
I'm gonna
remember
laugh if
Kobe,
it was the Blue Jays.
and if you guys remember, the Dodgers got their 8th championship in year 24 last year, and Kobe was the last athlete to three-peat. So are they gonna let Ohtani three-peat with the Dodgers? Like nobody's three-peated in so long. It's like it's due for it. You know what I'm saying? Like Patrick Mahomes obviously had the chance, but it didn't happen.
Nah, I'm liking the Blue Jays narrative a lot, man. I'm telling you, man. That
That
seems
68,
fair.
that 68 is there though. You're right. Like that 69, that back-to-back, that shit's got me worried though. That back-to-back in World Series 69.
It was just
Just see.
look at this on June 27th, 2000, just 8 days after helping the Los Angeles Lakers win their first championship since '88. Kobe throws out the first pitch for the Dodgers. So 8 days after his rig championship, he goes and throws the first pitch for the Dodgers against the Padres.
Man, that's crazy.
Stuff has been scripted a long time, long time.
Against the fathers, and then he sacrificed his father.
Yeah, but the World Series can end on the day with 57 numerology.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, and 60, like the 60th election, Donald Trump. Yeah, and Charlie Kirk equals 62.
It'll be 219 days into the season. Vladimir's birthday is 3/16.
No. The season started on 3/18.
3/18, 228 days. Okay.
Yeah.
So it happened so it started 2 days after his birthday. Okay. 135 days before his birthday. Kobe Bryant isn't Kobe Bryant 135?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, man. We'll see though. Let me see how many days after Kobe's birthday this is. 69 days after his birthday. Oh my gosh. No, that's
That's what
actually
I'm
Kobe
saying.
Bryant Day.
They
That's
can
Kobe
get that
Bryant
six.
Day.
They can get that 69th win. Fuck.
Uh, it's tough, man. It's a tough call because like you said, the 69 is there, but the fact that the Dodgers went 68-49 against the same team,
Yeah.
and now Dave Roberts can go, become 68-49 if he loses to the Blue Jays in 7. I don't think that's no accident though, man.
Yeah. I don't. Like I said, I like the Toronto narrative more. I'm not gonna lie. The Charlie Kirk, the 105, Dodgers falling to 105. Toronto getting that 105th win. Like they got a player named Kirk. I mean, come on. And like I said, it's been 6 years since Toronto won it all.
Yeah, I don't think like a negative 200 is not a big number. Like they're not huge favorites. It's not like I remember the Golden State Warriors was like a lot more.
Yeah, that's gonna go down after tonight's game too, because they don't know who
The
they're
Warriors
facing.
were negative three, and it was in the 300s when they faced off against the Raptors.
Yeah, and then you gotta think you gotta have the 3 seed Dodgers versus the 1 seed
Yeah, LA was
Toronto.
13.
And no, the 31. Charlie Kirk died at 31. Remember?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, man,
All
it's
right.
tough, man. Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
let you
think it's
go
tough.
though.
I think we have the clues. The 69 is I think that's the one scare, but there's only one of those two teams equals 121, and I'm going with that. I'm going with that until I see otherwise.
I think we take the 121 tonight for sure. They're going to the World Series.
Of course, I think so too.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you go, Arthur. All right.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
What's going on, AY?
Hey, Arthur, what's going on? How are you doing?
I'm good, man.
I'm good. Yeah, we definitely like the Jays, man. But we like the Jays for so many reasons. First one was the 121, 100%. If you notice, since they elected the Pope, all teams that went to the finals have a 58 or 85 number to it. And Toronto Blue Jays equals 85. That's why we like them super duper early. If you look at the Dodgers record, playoff record, they're 149 wins. The Pope's birthday is 14/9. You know what I mean? Going into this thing, if the Jays win tonight, they're going to be 7-4 in the playoff. If they win 4 and lose 3, like we think we already knew, then they're going to be 11-7. Dodgers is 11-7 or 1-17, which is
And
perfect.
wait. Who will be 11-7?
If they win tonight, they're going to be 7-4, right? If they win 4 more and they lose 3, they're going to be 11-7. That's why they're perfect.
For 7 games, right?
Exactly. Yeah, for 7 games. Exactly. We had them 7
Toronto-
games all the way.
Toronto's 117.
And Dodgers is 117.
Dodgers
And-
117.
And I think
Major League
MLB,
Baseball.
Major League Baseball, is 117. Yeah, it's a big ritual for us. Huge ritual.
It's-
We like Toronto all the way.
I love the 7-game series in the World Series, man.
Absolutely. We like them all the way. Jays are going to win it in the most insane way humanly ever. And the crazy thing about this game, right? I remember this because it was on 8-8, right? It was a Trump number. The craziest thing about this game, it started off, the score was 9-1, and the Dodgers are 9-1 in the playoffs. This is insane how they plan this stuff.
Yeah.
That's
What's
why
going
we
on,
like the
Vin?
Jays. The Jays is a team tonight. You got to be crazy not to bet on the Jays tonight, or Jays to win it all.
Yeah, I like that plus 400 for them to win it all, to be honest.
Oh yeah, right. I'm telling you, Arthur, it's a very few time we correctly predict the World Series winner, and this is the year we got them.
I think we
As
got
for the-
them. I think this is our year.
Absolutely, we saw this one a mile ahead. 121. Even ask Topsy, if you ask Topsy to check the Discord. I think they asked last year or earlier in the season who I thought who's going to win the 121st World Series. I said the Blue Jays right out the gate. I said right away.
I don't know if you remember that post I made. I wrote.
I remember you had the post and you took it down, man. I don't know why, bro.
Well, because somebody pitched a nice little narrative for the Mariners to me, and I was like, oh, maybe that's what they go talking about Ken Griffey and all that stuff.
No, this year it's the Jays. This year, next year is even a crazier. I know I have an idea who might win it next year, but let's let this World Series finish. Next year is a crazy pick. But as for what Jay was saying for the Brewers are going to win 2 years from now because it's going to be their 45th season, and that's a big number for the Bruins. Or sorry, the Brewers. Yeah. So that's
What's going on, Vince?
How's it going? You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I missed a lot. I know that. So the last part I caught was you guys were saying that this is a ritual to Kobe.
Oh yeah, there's a Kobe layer to it, just like every year.
Right. So I don't know if it's Kobe, but I know it's those numbers. But if you, I was looking into the Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays were founded in 1976. That's 49 years. And 24 written out in Gematria is 49. And Blue Jays equals 49.
Yeah, that's right. It's a good call, Vince. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Dave Roberts gonna pick up his 49 postseason loss.
Absolutely, we saw that too.
It's like how he picked up his 49th loss of the season to the
That
Blue
was
Jays.
sick. The way you called the 68 and 49. I'm telling you, that was crazy. I just like when you mentioned that today, I'm like, holy shit! Everything was planned
They
way
became
ahead.
68 and 49, and now they can fall to 68 and 49 in the postseason if they lose in
I'm
7.
telling you, Arthur, no one has the Jays. No one except for us. I'm telling 90% of the money is either for Jays to lose tonight or to lose the World Series.
Wow. Yeah. I think the whole world likes it. I think that's why they made Ohtani look so unstoppable, to have the whole betting world on the Dodgers.
Absolutely, they're selling it. They're selling it.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. The Vegas is a fucking.
It's a beast,
these
man.
people are fucking. They're beyond smart, man. These people are.
I think
They mastered psychology, man. They mastered that shit.
They are master psychologists.
I think they're pushing that same narrative like they did with the Chiefs, the back-to-back thing.
Absolutely, yeah. Remember that fake stuff we fell for? Remember that?
Yeah, I think that's what they're pushing. And then you remember how?
Sorry, Vince. Just one thing. I think that's why they're trying to trick people with the Drake connection, starting on his birthday, to make people think about that back-to-back song.
Absolutely.
Also,
Throw people
remember
off.
You also remember when you even posted it on your YouTube when what's the name Patrick Mahomes said that 31 or 3-1,
Mhm.
and then how Kirk, you mentioned earlier, Kirk died at 31. You know what I mean? They're pushing
Yep.
that narrative for the back-to-back thing.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
I don't think the back to back has a lot of legs. I think there is a slight possibility that could happen, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest.
No, it's not. Like we said, like it's not gonna happen. It's a setup, especially if it goes to Game 7. Everybody and their mom has the Dodgers, you know. But the good thing is the Game 7 will be played in Toronto, so we're happy about that.
So you guys are set on the Blue Jays or the
On the Blue Jays, man. Blue Jays.
Toronto, all the way.
Yeah, Toronto all the way, man.
Yeah,
Toronto all the way.
we'll find out tonight what they come out with.
Like we said, like all the teams. Okay, I'll give you an example, right? The Dodgers, right? The Los Angeles Dodgers started in 58. Toronto Blue Jays equals to 85. All 85 and 58 teams have went to the championship this year in almost every single sport.
Right.
Every single sport. Indiana Pacers have been in the league 58 years. Oklahoma City have been in the league 58 years. You know, UEFA World Champions, Paris Saint-Germain, the head coach is born on 5/8. Every single event has been connected to the Pope this year. It's not even close. It's not even close. They're the perfect teams to go to the World Series, and obviously only one can win.
Yeah, FanDuel's having problems. Yeah, FanDuel's is down. I was
It's
having
because
issues
of
with FanDuel.
it's because of the AWS situation. It's the Amazon web server or web services have been down earlier. That's why.
Yeah, I placed a
Yeah.
bet on the Blue Jays, and my bet disappeared. But they told me that it's been having issues.
Well, I
I hope
think
I
because
do.
people will figure it out. Like this stuff is gonna spread like fire. Like you know,
Yeah.
mind
Yeah,
you,
but you're
Arthur, if
right.
you didn't do the
Everybody's
setup call
betting on the
today,
Dodgers.
The what?
You're right. Everybody's betting on the Dodgers. I
absolutely,
bet
yeah.
you if you look at the stats right now on the betting
Yeah, the
odds,
Dodgers are like the Kansas City Chiefs of the Super Bowl. Everybody was on the
right?
Chiefs. Oh, back to back. Oh, back to back. Back to back.
Absolutely.
Oh,
All the
the
dumb
Eagles
money,
win.
all the dumb money is
The
on the
Dodgers.
Dodgers. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And that's what it is. It's just Vegas eating dumb money every day, just like the stock market.
Now the thing is, the one thing that has me a little nervous for the Blue Jays is if they keep it at a plus 400, are they really gonna pay out all that money?
No, they'll pay. They'll pay for sure. You know, like Arthur, they have to pay. They might close their books, but they have to pay.
Because
You
that's
know
a
what I
lot.
mean?
Man. That's a lot of money, man. Four
Arthur,
times
it's not compared to the money they're going to be getting back from all the people who chose the
from the
Dodgers.
Dodgers. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
they made their fortune. There's only a few of us are taking the Jays.
Yeah. You're right. I think actually, let me just look it up. The betting money that it's so lopsided. I don't even think it's worth even looking at. It's very
Yeah,
lopsided.
you know, you got to think of all the people who have futures on the Dodgers, all the people who have thing like they're just holding on. And the thing is, the reason why it's crazy is going to go to Game 7. It's going to force people to bet on the very last day of the sport. Like that's insane. Like Vegas has stuff. Like look what they're doing in this series. Like we always suspected the Jays will go to what do you call it, 7 games, so they can stay on 72 losses, so they can face the Dodgers, and it happened. You know what I mean? Like I saw people in Toronto taking off their Blue Jays hat when we were down 2-0.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They made it. They sold it. They sold the Mariners really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, they sold the shit out of the
Somebody
Mariners.
called me about the Ken Griffey stuff, and that's why when I put out that 121 post, I took it down. I'm like, damn, are they? All this stuff about Ken Griffey was making
Man,
sense.
Arthur, you had it, man. You were the first guy to point out that Charlie Kirk connection. You had it, bro. I already liked the Jays before, but that Charlie Kirk was like cement, bro. I knew they're gonna win for sure for that.
Yeah, and at 121, I'm like, this is the
Yeah.
only team
Yeah,
in
well,
121.
that's why we like them this year. Like if you listen to the post on your post, Zach's post on Discord, we were like Jays, 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 Jays. Not because I'm from the city. Come on, like Man, if I tell you the team I like for next year has nothing to do with Toronto.
No, I know.
This is
You've
this
been
is
in
a
the media a
one
long
and done
time.
championship for the Jays. Like
Yeah,
Jays are gonna win
exactly,
it, and that's it. Yeah,
exactly.
there's
Just
no
like the
back to
Raptors.
back for us.
No, yeah, it's just like the Raptors. The Raptors is one
Yeah,
and done.
exactly. This is a one and done for the.
But
the
did you
story
like
goes,
that? Did you like that Kawhi Leonard connection?
oh, that was sick. That blew my mind.
Crazy,
Even
right?
Popsy was blown away. We were blown away. Yeah, that Kawhi Leonard connection was
How the hell
crazy.
they got the 121 and Kawhi Leonard, the last person to win the
But
championship?
that's what I'm saying, Arthur. If we put our minds together like this, bro, it's like there's no limits to how well we would do. Like if we actually had serious guys thinking, instead of talking shit and trolling, bro, like we would go. But that's why.
I always say the I've been saying the same
remember
thing.
how many times I told you in private, like the reason why I don't call these Discord, the reason why I disconnected my Discord is because the nonsense that was coming from these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was just like I didn't want to hear that stuff. Like I wanted to hear pure facts. Why would this team win? Why would this team lose? Nothing else. Like we didn't need that crazy.
I also like what they did with the NBA Finals. Remember when they had the buses already painted maybe before Game 7?
Absolutely.
Oh, shit, man. These people are something else, man.
Yeah, they're special, but I'm telling you, they're way ahead of us. Way, way ahead of us. But like you said, it's just the connection is there. Like plus they played on 8-8. The first game, even back then, I'm telling you, like on August 8th, sitting in Toronto, I said, wow, man, we got beaten badly 9-1. But today I know why. Because the Dodgers are 9-1 in the playoffs. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke, man.
Yeah, so that means they'll be 12
and 5. 12 and 5. I don't know what the connection for that is. I don't know what that is. That's a very odd connection.
Well, yeah, the 125 it's a Scottish right number, but yeah, it is odd. Well, it doesn't fit what we've been saying, but it's still. I think the 68 and 49 is where we're gonna make our money at. I think, and then the fact that they did that against the Blue Jays, but I don't know if you know, but Jesuitism has that 125 connection.
Okay, so that probably makes sense too. Yeah. Well, that's what we were saying. Like it's if they, I remember the math. Someone was doing the math. So if they lose 4 games in the playoffs, they're going to be like what 157. Like what was the number for the Dodgers?
Say that one more time.
Like what was the Dodgers playoff record? It was like 149 and was some other number.
Well, and 153.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 153. So yeah, they're going to be 157. Yeah.
They'll pick up the 157 flaws in the World Series to pay tribute to Kobe Bryant.
Absolutely, yeah.
Kobe Bryant
that makes sense.
Not on his 157th day of his age.
Yeah.
Accident.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, it's like it's sick. That's why I'm telling you, it's just crazy how they put it all together. You know what I mean?
No, it's crazy how they continue to pay tribute to Kobe Bryant. Like this guy is like. Jesus.
No, I don't know that guy was a major sacrifice. It's crazy what they did for this guy. Like I can't fully comprehend it. Yeah,
they've been paying tribute for the last 5 years to this guy, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
On Father Day.
Absolutely,
then the Celtics win. Remember the Celtics won in 24, and they also won in 08.
Yeah, we saw that too. Yeah,
and then the Dodgers win 8 and 24 is.
Absolutely. I remember seeing all season
Toronto and pick up the 157.
Well, that's what they were saying all season. They're like, oh, they're gonna win their it's gonna be their 9th championship in like 23 or something. Or somebody was saying, remember, it was their 9th championship in what?
23 years or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But they forget the Blue Jays also equals to 23. So it's like they're not gonna get that 9th championship. Like it's gonna be the opposite. Like. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just like all teams that had advanced so far this year all had these numbers. And, I wasn't sure if they were going to do it or not. But they done it, man. Like they chose the Dodgers. They were started in 1958. And they chose the Toronto Blue Jays, which equals 85, 58. And, and the Kobe, I think doesn't Kobe Bryant equal to 58 as well or something like that?
Yeah, Kobe
yeah,
being Bryant.
So Kobe Bryant.
Just Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, so they kept the Kobe tribute, you know, and this all has to do with like what we said, you know, it's just is crazy. Like Arthur, the way they do it is just nuts. Like these guys are continuous with it, man. Like it's
It
you
is
know, man,
phenomenal. It's really phenomenal how they do it. Like put
yeah,
this up.
yeah.
Somebody was pointing. Somebody said the Maple Leafs play today. I'm just taking a look at the Maple Leafs
No,
real
they
quick.
play tomorrow. They play tomorrow. They play tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, the
Yeah,
Maple Leafs.
yeah, against the Devils. We got the Devils to win tomorrow.
Maple Leafs. They also play on the day of
The Devils head coach is gonna get his 54th point, and Maple Leaf equals 54. Devils gonna win tomorrow.
You know, I just noticed that. I think I told you before, Arthur. There's that almost every championship, the winner always has a 44 connection,
That's
and
true. That's actually
and,
true.
and Toronto Blue Jays equals 193, which is
the
the prime.
Yeah,
44th.
with 44th prime. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Always. Like if you look at even like World Cup FIFA,
Yeah.
it was Argentina that went. Well,
Yeah.
Messi, when you type out his whole name, it's also 193, 44. And they won with 44 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and then the guy Ricky Henderson passed away 44 weeks before the World Series, and he played for both teams. He played for the Blue Jays. He won the championship with the Blue Jays in '93.
That's right. That's right.
He
Yeah.
retired as a Dodger.
Yeah, man. Ricky Henderson was a legend here in Toronto. He used to steal bases all the time. Huge legend in Toronto.
Of course, a black man stealing. I mean, they love that.
Well, you know, that's why Rosarena does it now for the Mariners, right? So it's no surprise.
Yeah, they like that. Having a
They
black
like that.
man.
Yeah. Exactly. They won't have any. You won't see any white players stealing bases. It's only black guys.
Yep. Black guy stealing.
Yeah. Exactly.
and I was just playing around with Gematrinator, and I noticed that the postseason bracket, you have Blue Jays are ranked number one or are on the one position, and Dodgers are on a three position, which is 13. And if you type out that word 13, it equals 117. And
Yeah. Absolutely.
they're both
117 teams.
yeah. And then somebody told me, well, actually, I was looking it up on esoteric and gematria and all that, and I noticed that they believe in like multiplication. So like what is it? Well, 30 equals 113. So 11 times 3 is 33. So you can also do the same thing with that 1117, which is 77. And then if you start looking it up, your history on Gematrinator, you'll find a lot of stuff that's connected to it. It's connected to Blue Jays.
The thing too, you know, George Kirby, you know, the starter for what do you call it, for the Mariners, right? He's 44 and 35 in the regular season and the playoffs, right? So it goes back to the 44 that you were saying. You know, Toronto Blue Jays equals 193, which is 44th prime, and Toronto equals to 36 pure. So it's
Right,
like
and then how weird
yeah,
that
and he's a starter.
and then 13, the whole word 13, it also equals 45 in the reduction.
Yeah, like Jays look awesome tonight, man. Jays look sick tonight, man. It's like, you know, so it's like, and the thing is, guess what? Shane Beaver, right, the starter for the Jays, he's 68 and 35, and World Series equals to 69.
Yeah, I think Jay's gonna take it all, win it
Oh
all.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna.
you're right.
I
I
don't.
think it's
I
gonna
don't
go
even
to a
think.
game 7.
I don't even think it's gonna be a close game. I think the Jays will just take the lead and win it all, right? Like they're gonna be just.
Isn't
The
it funny
city's
how
gonna go crazy
they don't
tonight.
have all the 62 rituals that we've seen in this series, the score being
Yeah.
62, and
Absolutely,
today's
and
the
the game,
293rd day of the year, the 62nd
and
prime.
with 72 days left in the year too, that's crazy. The way they pulled it off, like it's crazy. You know, 72 is a big Toronto number. Like 72 days left in the year, like for the Jays to win. Like I mean, this is going to be a parade in November in Toronto. Toronto's already cold now, like, but and you know, you already know that because you're in New York, right? But like, it's imagine a parade in November. That's gonna be wild.
Now these fans don't care. They'll probably be shirtless.
I'm sure the parade.
They love that.
Yeah,
It went
they're
away.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
They're pushing the
We're
Mariners to
predicting
win.
trades now.
Well, they're pushing the Mariners to win because it'll be the first time in history.
Yeah, I saw that, like all that, the craziness, all the Mariners. Like, but the thing is, we done like a deep dive into the Mariners. Like, the Mariners really don't have any numbers. Like it's
Yeah,
like
the thing about October 24th, that's the anniversary of them winning their first championship.
absolutely, yeah, the first one, the 89th World Series, 89th 24th prime, right? So it was like,
No, it was not the 92 World Series against the
yeah,
Braves.
the 92 was the first one, 89th World Series. This is 121st, right? The
Oh,
92
yeah.
one was the 89th
89
World Series.
World Series. You mean.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, which is the
89.
24th prime. That's why we won that year.
Yeah, 89 to 24, prime Canada 24. And I think
Exactly, absolutely,
the
yeah.
Raptors had a
You know,
24
you,
as well.
the theory author that we were actually, they had 1 year that was a lockout, right? So they didn't play that year. Last year would have been 2024.
You broke up.
What?
I can't hear you.
Yeah, is he there?
He'll come back. I think something wrong with his microphone.
Yeah, I could hear like a little squealy noise.
You still there, AY? No? All right. Okay, we'll probably close it out, AY. I appreciate you coming in, though. Anything else you want? Any final words, Sobs, Vince?
No, that's about it. Yeah, the Blue Jays gonna win it.
Yeah, I was just tuning in, listening to y'all, man. I don't know. I got mixed feelings when it comes to that World Series. I want to try Blue Jays because they got solid value, but I'm scared to go against the Dodgers. But yeah, I was just
Yeah, it is scary. It is scary to go against the Dodgers, but I think I don't think Vegas is gonna pay out all that money, but I don't know, man. Maybe David Roberts does pick up that 69th postseason win. We'll see.
Yeah, I might try to go 7. I think that's a solid bet. I like that.
Yeah. All right, brothers. Thanks a lot for joining us today, man. I appreciate you guys both, man.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you let me clear it up.
Absolutely, all the time. You have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right, you guys. Appreciate everybody joining us today. Please hit the like, share. 69 viewers watching this live stream right now. You guys think those are real numbers? Talking about the World Series here. Anyways, good luck. Game starts in about 4 hours from now. I'm gonna give out a free parlay. We got the guy you got on the guys you guys seen on the screen, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We got him at least hitting one base hit today, which is 100 because today's 147 days before his birthday, and I don't know how this guy doesn't get on base on this very special day for him. And yeah, we're gonna parlay him getting on base with a base hit with the Blue Jays winning money line. So good luck to all those anybody that follows my platforms. I put it everywhere. I put it on Instagram, I put it on YouTube, I put it on my Patreon. That is a free parlay for the entire community that follows this channel. Good luck. Don't bet too much money though, because like I said, they like to walk Vladimir a lot. So it's not guaranteed that he'll get a base hit. But it is a guarantee that the Blue Jays are gonna win. I don't know how the Mariners can pull this off, but let's see what happens. All right, you guys, take care. Join the Patreon if you like. It's the link in the comment section to this video. And let's continue winning and exposing these frauds, man. All right, you guys, enjoy your Monday and good luck tonight. Peace.